Well, hello, this is Peter Combs from Bidamount.com and P.O. Combs Asian Art in Gloucester, Massachusetts. And today I want to let everyone know that the global auction pages are launched. We've been working on this, as many of you know, for several months. It took a little longer than we thought because it was a fairly complicated process regarding technology that I've talked about in previous videos. I won't go all through it again, but it took a while to get it figured out and a way to integrate it into the site without keeping people from getting to other pages that are free. As many of you know, and it'll remain the same, the eBay pages, the category key pages, the forum, the video, all that stuff, the library of catalogs is all free. That's going to stay unchanged, but we are going to charge a modest monthly fee for the global member pages because it's going to require a lot of work to maintain them and keep the information up to date. The pages will all be refreshed and updated at least once a week. They'll be checked daily for things that come along, and we'll add them as they come in. All right, and how it's going to work is pretty simple. If you haven't signed up already, a number of people have signed up already. Somebody signed up a month ago as soon as the sign-up form came up. But at any rate, you just come to the home page of Bidamount.com, and on the right side, you'll see a sign-up form. You click it, and you can pay with either PayPal or Stripe. Stripe is an alternative payment system. You can use credit cards through both. Our tech people said you ought to include Stripe. I guess it's a growing thing. I am not that familiar with it. But at any rate, if you want to use PayPal, go right ahead. And once you sign up and come into the site, you'll log in and you'll end up on the member page. And on here are links to all the other pages we've added. We've added a page for live auctioneers, a page for Invaluable, a page for BidSquare, Bonhams, Christie's, and Sotheby's. And we've added, at the end, we added a seventh page called More Auctions. And it's sort of a catch-all page that I'll talk on in a few minutes for things that don't neatly fit into the others. And on the member page, you're going to find a few highlights each time you check in. And on the right side, you're going to find a news feed. And on here, we'll have auction news, things that are going on at different auction houses, things that are turning up on the web. This is a feed that we added into the page. We thought people might enjoy. Lots of information. News will be on there, what's going on, Art Fix Daily, and all that business. And we're going to add more as we go too. And if any of you have suggestions, please email them to me. We're always looking for ways to make the site better. Many of you have been with us for a long time and have been using the site, using the videos, the reference books, and so forth. And a lot of the stuff is there because it's been asked for. And if we can do it, we'll do it. Okay. Now, what will the pages look like? They're all going to look the same. They're all going to have basically the exact same layout, but just for different names on it. This is the Live Auctioneers page, for example. Okay, and if you scroll down, you're going to find a lot of stuff on here. There's a lot of material on here that we were able to pull together. It was kind of quiet through the holidays, as it always is. You know, the second half of December in particular gets very quiet because of people traveling and whatnot. And now they're coming back, and there are quite a number of things on here. You're also going to see Chinese rugs on here. I love Chinese rugs, and I like Central Asian textiles and so forth. I've been collecting them myself for years, so we're going to start including Chinese carpets. If you have Chinese stuff, put some Chinese rugs in your house. They're very nice. Very soft on your feet, too. And this is just what's on Live Auctioneers right now, and it's fairly extensive. And then we'll pop over here to Invaluable, and Invaluable, as you can see, has the same layout, and you get to any one of these other pages just by clicking on these boxes. It's very navigatable. You can get back to the main member page here and so forth. And this is what's on Invaluable right now. And on occasion, you're going to see the same things might appear on Invaluable and Live Auctioneers, for example, because they are used often. Some auction houses use both of them, okay? And once in a while, you'll see something that you thought you just saw on Live Auctioneers, and it's now on Invaluable. It is on there. You're not losing your mind, and it's not a mistake on our end. It's just the way it is, all right? But you're going to find a lot of things that aren't, okay? And now let's hop over to, here's the BidSquare page. There's a number of Chinese export things on there. It's a little quiet. It's a slightly smaller site, but it'll pick up very, very soon, I'm sure. And then over here to Christie's and Sotheby's. A quick word on Christie's, Sotheby's, and Bonhams. If you don't have accounts with them, by all means, go ahead and open up an account. You can do it online. Open up an account with Christie's, Sotheby's, and Bonhams. And even if you never plan on attending one of their sales, all of these companies are now doing online-only sales throughout the year at different times. They work just like the eBay sales or just like the Katawiki sales. They run for a specific duration of time. You leave bids, you get the stuff, you pay your bill, and they'll help you arrange shipping. The other thing that's nice too is that these guys have experts on staff. And if you're a customer and you call up and you want to buy something and you have questions, you can certainly get a hold of one of them and get information, condition reports, and get a discussion going. If you're going to buy from the big auction houses, take advantage of the other stuff too, like picking their brains. They can share a lot of information. They want you to be a customer and do it that way. The other thing, too, to be perfectly honest, if you're a buyer with these companies and down the road you go to sell something, you're going to find the door opens a little more quickly for you to sell something because you've been buying from them, and they're going to assume perhaps that you know a bit and are going to give a good look at whatever you have to sell. All right, and this is the Christie's page, and if you scroll down it, there are a lot of things on here right now. Christie's has a big sale coming up in a few weeks, and there's some good Chinese export, armorial pieces, really, really fine stuff. Some pronk dishes, as you can see, nice punch bowls, figural examples, and then there's some Ming pieces and so forth. This is a famous type that we've seen before, and on and on. Sotheby's, ditto. They have a number of things up right now, and they're going to be getting some, I think they're doing some online stuff in the next couple of weeks, and so we'll check back with that. But this page will be checked and rechecked, every week to make sure it's kept up to date. And ditto for Bonhams. Bonhams right now is the smaller of the three auction houses, so as a result, they have less online right now. And the other thing, I wanted to mention. At the bottom of these listings, we're going to keep on a few things that have sold. We're going to keep a page for things that have sold like this, just so that you can go in and you can check prices, you can browse it, entertain yourself. It's fun to go through and see what things brought, especially if you own things that look similar. And it's a good way of gauging the market and keeping an eye on things. So it's helpful that way. And then on to the final page, which is more auctions. And what this is, we kept coming up against things that looked really interesting, and we're dealers, and I'm a collector too. And we thought, well, gee, wouldn't it be nice if we could put other things that don't fit very neatly onto live auctioneers and valuable, so forth. We thought about putting them on the member pages, but there's going to be quite a bit of it, so we wanted to have sort of a permanent page. And this is it, more auctions. And on the left-hand side, you're going to see a list of auction houses that we've put together, auction houses that we keep track of. There's Hannum's, Rob Michaels, of course, over in the Netherlands, a terrific auctioneer. He does online sales. He gets good things. Woolley and Wallace, Freeman's, Heritage, iGavel, Lark Mason and Associates. They're another company that when they're having things up, their auctions, if you have questions, always call. They have a good staff of people and so forth. Druids, Camby in Italy, Skinner Auctioneers in Boston get some good things time to time. Bloomsbury, Graham Smith, Tennant's, Lennox, Cato, Bertolami, and so forth. Laura Henman, Cowens, Bronx, Doyle's. All the we think some of the better ones, and we're going to add on to that list. The other thing is on the right-hand side, I think what we're going to do is include other auctions of different things. And one of the things we're going to include there too, often when Sotheby's, Bonhams, and Christie's run these the house sales or estate sales, people they include some very good Chinese things. People often think they must pull out all the good Chinese material for their major sales. They do to an extent, but a lot of the time they've left some real gems in these house sales, these single owner estate sales, great pieces of Chinese porcelain, and they often get overlooked, and some very good buys come of it. So we're going to include those down this side, some things to the sale room over in the UK. There's a good link to know about to get to things and so forth. So there's a lot going on. It's been sort of a process for us, but it's all done now, and I hope that you enjoy it. And leave us feedback, send us comments. What would you like to see? What did we put in maybe that you don't think we need to? Anything that could be added. We're happy to add things, as all of you know. We add things all the time here. because we want this to be a very friendly site for dealers and collectors to get together. The last thing, too, is that during the year also, keep an eye on Christie's, Bonhams, and Sotheby's for their online sales. I've noticed in the last year they've started to put together some pretty favorable lots for dealers. If you're a dealer, pay attention to them. They had a sale a while ago that had one of them, I forget who it was. They had a lot of jades, a lot of snuff bottles, lots of 5 and 10 of them at a time, and the prices seem pretty reasonable. And you can buy those lots, break them up, put them on eBay, and make money. All right, and if you're a collector, do the same thing. Keep the piece you want and sell off the rest. All right, that's it. Leave a comment. Come over and subscribe today to the members pages. Everything else on the site will remain exactly as it was. It'll be free and so forth. But this we have to charge a whopping $4 a month for. Okay, thanks so much, and let me know what you think. Have a great week. We'll see you on Friday. Bye-bye.